And the solar eclipse is your fire starter. The cards are revealing endings, apathy, cold distance, but also a powerful new beginning waiting to ignite. This is the week you stop avoiding, stop grieving, and start living in your hot fire. Let's see how the eclipse sparks your love story. Well, Aries, we have here for you the Two of Swords reversed. You've been avoiding a choice, but the eclipse is ripping the blindfold off. Indecision can no longer hold you back. The Ten of Swords is your projection. Outwardly, you are showing the weight of endings, betrayal, being done. You may be looking like I'm walking away. I've had enough. I'm over all of this. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is your shadow. So deep inside, you want a fresh start, something real, stable, beneath the pain. Your soul is craving a new beginning. Now, your person is Four of Cups. They're stuck in some kind of distraction. They're not giving you much attention, unable to see what's being offered right in front of them. They're really holding back. The Nine of Wands reverse is the projection here. They're worn down, defensive. They're maybe projecting some kind of exhaustion. It looks like they're giving up instead of actually standing strong. Now, the Eight of Pentacles here, reverse, is showing as a shadow that they are revealing resistance to growth. They're unwilling to put in the consistent effort to bond this relationship with you. Now, for you and them, the energy together, you've got the King of Wands. Well, the King of Wands is like, wow, there's attraction here. This is hot. And there is fire, confidence, bold energy. This is really a lot of desire here between the two of you. The Four of Pentacles is showing the projection. So there's a fear of loss, holding back, clinging, control. There may be somebody who has a lot of attachment where they're being like holding on too tight and being a little suffocating. The Queen of Swords is the shadow. So in the shadow, there is some coldness, maybe cutting, maybe there is some boundaries that have been put up, domination. The energy is very powerful. Look, I've got a king and queen here, and you're in this energy together. But the question is, are you aligned or are you at odds? Now, the eclipse energy that is showing influencing this, I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied here, is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is talking about grief coming up to the surface. There is some loss or regret or some mourning. And this isn't just about the sadness. This is talking about something that is not all lost. Two of Cups is still standing here. It's just there's two cups here, there's just three that spilled over. And so there is some kind of a grief that is showing up for you to actually see there is love beneath the surface. So Aries, I'm looking at, you've been standing at the edge of a decision. Maybe you've been blindfolded. Maybe you didn't see what was happening. But you could have something happening that you were hoping for. The eclipse is going to rip off the blindfold. The endings that you endured cut deep, but in your shadows, I'm seeing that there is a potential new beginning, a seed of stability waiting to be planted. Your person may be apathetic, their arms are crossed, they're unable to be reached, they're not offering that love, but you've been worn down, you've been playing defensive, and they have not been stepping up. So it's time to see that they have been resisting the work that real love requires. Now, between you burns this king and queen energy. There's a fire that is undeniable. The attraction is magnetic, but one is clinging way too tightly. And the other one is being very cold, sharp, and detached. So the power, it's definitely there, but right now it's a little one-sided. So the eclipse is shining the Five of Cups across the spread. There is a period of grief here, and the endings are real, but so is the possibilities that remain. So the fire starter in you is being called to stop clinging, stop waiting, and ignite a brand new chapter, whether it is with them or without them. But the eclipse is definitely going to light the match. There's definitely a past pain or some grief here that has to be released. No more avoiding the choices. No more endings without a beginning. No more apathy, defensiveness, and resistance for you. There's definitely king and queen, passionate, powerful, but right now it looks like your person is holding back. Now let's look at the clarification cards here. All right, so for the King of Wands, I have here Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Empress. Ooh, these are good cards. So the King of Wands is a masculine fire energy, and this definitely is talking about leadership, desire, and this is talking about a lot of passion ignition. You have the Ace of Wands with spark, passion, starting this. And then the Four of Wands is about stability, union, even a commitment that you may be wanting. The Empress is about fertility, creation, and abundance. So here we go. This connection has the raw ingredients for something incredible. The passion, the union, the creation. It's not just chemistry. This is a life-building energy. And the king wants to ignite it, but it requires stepping fully into the responsibility, not just the passion. Now for the Four of Pentacles, I have here the clarifiers of the Seven of Wands, the Page of Cups upside down, and the Nine of Wands. All right, so there is a defensive, constant battle energy. There's some emotional immaturity. Maybe somebody is blocking their expression of their feelings, or there is a fear of apologizing or opening up. There's definitely some inner child work that needs to be done here. The Nine of Wands is showing exhaustion, walls up, maybe guarded energy. You can only go so far and then you are cut off. And so instead of flowing, this energy is clinging, guarding, resisting. Their passion and connection is really being blocked. And it's probably because of this holding energy where you are just holding so tight because you're afraid to let go, or you're afraid that something is going to be lost. There is definitely fear of rejection or loss that's making them hold back instead of surrendering into this energy. Now the Queen of Swords energy here, let's look at this. So the Queen of Swords, I have the Six of Swords in reverse, I have the Six of Cups, and I have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so here with the Queen, you have the truth and the boundaries and the clarity, and there's a little detachment here. But this is the shadow, and the shadow is showing difficulty moving on, returning to old wounds instead of progressing, possibly this pain and grief. The Six of Cups is saying this is a real, true soulmate, past life energy, definitely. Maybe there's some childhood wounds here that need to be healed. And with the Knight of Wands, impulsive, passionate, and definitely some action. Now, listen, this is the thing. This is the King of Wands and then the Knight of Wands. So they're just not quite ready. So this connection is swinging between cold detachment, nostalgia for what was, and sudden burst of really hot action, but it's push and pull, and these wounds are coming up. So what you may be longing for is some innocent, impulsive passion, but the Queen here is is basically she needs soothing, and the night races in and love bombs and then doesn't hold up. But it looks like they're just not quite ready yet. So the clarifiers is saying this relationship of extremes, and you're looking at trying to create something, but somebody is really afraid. They're inconsistent, they're being immature, maybe they're just not quite ready, maybe the divine timing is just not there. So the grief and the patterns that keeps on coming up, that this is never going to work. And so these limited beliefs keep on playing in this energy. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. And so Aries, you have been blindfolded long enough. Maybe it's the stories you keep on telling yourself. Maybe it's just you won't look at what's taken place here, and you keep on telling your story over and over again. This won't work. But this is the choice. You could wait. And the eclipse is saying it's time to take the blindfolders off. You've been betrayed. You've been carrying an ending over and over again. It's deep within you. And you know what? The Ace of Pentacles is saying it's time to grow. Your person has looked away from all the love that you've been offering. They're too tired to fight. They're unwilling to build with you. And you know what? Their apathy has drained their energy and their fire and their spark. And it's leaving you to wait on all the effort that never came. So your person is looking away from the cup offered, too tired to fight, too tired to do anything, unwilling to build. And so this is draining your spark. It's leaving you waiting, and there's no effort being put in here. So between you, this King of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Empress. This means this is a passionate union. This is creation itself. It could be everything. But with fear and those defenses and those walls so high, the cold words and the old wounds keep on showing up. There is an impulsive fire here. This is power, but is it alignment? So this eclipse is going to crown the spread with the Five of Cups, grief. And the endings are undeniable, but so is the fire that still burns in you. Aries, you are the fire starter. The eclipse isn't here to break you. It's here to ignite you. And so that match is lit. And once it burns, nothing can hold you back. So Aries, you are the fire starter, and this eclipse coming up is going to be for you. The grief is real, so are the wounds, and this is your rebirth. The eclipse clear what has been done so you can light what's next. Claim it in the comments. I choose fire starter. And the match is lit, Aries. It's time to rise. Now, I would go and encourage you to go and watch your rising sign, moon sign, and Venus, and this way you get the full story. I also have some meditation and also videos on some of those wounds that I've mentioned, and there's a possibility they may even help you through this. There's some powerful hypnosis videos that I have been showing on my channel for you to try out. And so if you can take a moment to subscribe, you're surely going to help me out. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next video.